Hi, this is Shell of Shell's Creations. Today I want to show you how you can make the little lights in the holiday light strings glow. I will be using the border number 3 from the Holiday Light String Doodles, and I'm working in Photoshop Elements tonight. You can use Photoshop as well, and I will point out some of the changes in the way that you should do it if you're using Photoshop as we go along. The first thing that we need to do is pick a color and fill them in. I would remind you that these holiday light strings don't have to just be for Christmas, or you can use them for, I don't know, my parents like to decorate their house, and so they have lights up almost year-round. They have different holidays. They have, green ones that they put up in March for St. Patrick's Day, and red ones that they put up in February for Valentine's Day. And so you could use these lights for different holidays as well, or birthdays or something fun like that. I'm going to go ahead and turn the little caps or cups here green to begin with, just to show you. I have my magic wand selected. I have the second box selected, and that is the Add to Selection, so that each time I click inside of one of these, it continues to add to it, and you can see little marching ants around each of them. I'll go ahead and click on all of them. I should have picked a shorter light string to show you, apparently. Okay, now that I have them all clicked, I need a new layer. And so I'm going to click on the Create a New Layer icon down here in my Layers palette, and I actually want that layer below my lights. The other thing that we need to do, if we were to just fill this where it is right now, it would leave a fine white line in between. And so we need to expand our selection. Underneath Select, go down to Modify, Expand. Usually you can expand by 1 or 2 pixels is good enough. We'll go with 2 pixels. And then I want to fill that with a green. Let's pick, there we go, something like this. And you can go ahead and pick whatever matches with your layout or your papers or whatever it is you're working with. If you hold down the Alt key and hit Delete, it will fill that space with whichever is your foreground color, and then Command or Control D to deselect. Now we want to do the same thing with the light. With the Magic Wand tool selected again, and make sure that you are on the doodle layer. Let's label it so that we know. This is our doodle layer. This is our green layer. Okay, make sure that we are on the doodle layer with our Magic Wand selected. We just go ahead and click on the inside. Remember that we have the Add to Selection. You can tell it's the Add to Selection because of that little plus that's right next to the Magic Wand icon. We select all of the lights. Same process. Up under Select, we want to go to Modify, Expand by 2 pixels. We need a new layer again. Click on the New Layer icon. Let's move this one down. Let's label it red. And then we want to fill it with a red. Let's make sure we have the one. Yeah, that one will work. And then remember, it's Alt Backspace or Alt Delete to go ahead and fill it. Control D will deselect it. Now we have our lights. We're ready to add a glow. The easiest way to add a glow in Photoshop and Photoshop Elements is up here in our Effects palette, Outer Glows. There are several here. You could try the heavy one, but you can see that that is a big glow. You could try there's a small one right here, small border, but the small border one does it away from the light itself. That might be the look that you're going for. With a candle, that one is perfect. I'm going to do simple, and I'm going to modify it. It's a little bit hard to see it. To modify it, you click on this FX icon right here. If you click on that, it'll bring up your Style Settings box. You have to double click on it. And here we go. Glow is selected because that's what we're working on this time. And it's Outer Glow that we're working with. This right here is the color. So first let's change that to red so that we can see what we're doing. Okay, and then I would like the size on that to be increased, and just play with it till you get it to whatever it is that you are looking for. And again, if you were doing these lights and wanted to do them different colors, you wanted to do red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, just select every other one, do this with the red, then repeat the same process with the blue. Okay, there's my red, and I have the glow on it. Now, one of the things in Photoshop Elements, this style setting for outer glows, the glow is automatically set to a blending mode of screen, which means that it will show up if there is a dark color below it. Let me see if I can show you that. Let's add a new layer below here, and let's make it a fill layer. Layer, new fill layer, solid color. Let's put in something black. Okay, if it's black, you can see that because it's screen and screen lightens, you can see the glow. But if I were to change this to a white, now it no longer glows. And so let me show you how to fix that. It's quite simple. It's right up here on this layer. You just have to right click and simplify layer. When you simplify layer, it will leave it, it takes that glow setting of screen off and just leaves it as normal. So if you were working in Photoshop and not Photoshop elements here, you have the option in your outer glow there to change the blending mode, and I would just change it to normal, and that will accomplish the same thing as us simplifying this layer. And there you go. Now we have a glow on our lights. If you have any questions, you can reach me at shells.creations1@gmail.com. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button below, share it on Facebook or on Pinterest. Thanks so much and see you next time.